welcome to another stitch of the week. So I'm actually I'm pre-recording these. But if you're new to the series, I am teaching you guys how to do a stitch out of each, or out of the book, the new Crochet Stitch Dictionary, and I'll be leaving the link for that book in the description box. Today's stitch is going to be, if I can adjust this camera a little bit, is going to be number 39. It's called Zigzag Rows. It's on page 23. And the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to chain an odd stitch count. So I have here already chained 15 chain stitches. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to chain 3 more, which is going to be our starting chain, or excuse me, our beginning chain, which 1, 2, 3, knowing this book, that will probably count as a stitch. So we're going to place a double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook. So we're going to skip this, the first 3, jump into the 4th one from your hook, and we're going to place a double crochet. And we're going to just place double crochets all the way across our row. So last stitch, we're also going to place a double crochet in that last stitch, and that's going to be row 1. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. I feel like I'm reaching really far away from my body. Okay. So for row 2, we're going to chain up 3, and we're going to turn our work. And then in this same stitch, in this first stitch here, we are going to place a double crochet with the last loop on its hook. So we're going to do this, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that first stitch, and draw up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over, draw through 2. At this point, you're going to skip a stitch right here, and we're going to do the other half of this decrease right here. So we're going to yarn over, skip this 2nd stitch, go into the 3rd, draw up a loop. You should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 3. And basically what you're doing is you're double crocheting 2 stitches together, but you're skipping 1 in between, and so it makes this cute little triangle. So we're going to go ahead and chain 1, and then we are going to do it. We're going to do that same thing. We're going to double crochet 2 together, and we're going to start in this same stitch that already has a leg of the first decrease. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook, draw a loop up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, skip a stitch, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop. You should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 3, and then once again you're going to chain 1 after that, and you're going to do that all the way across. Be sure to start your decreases in the same stitch that you finished your last decrease in. Alright, so I'm at my last one. So again, we're going to go ahead and complete the last decrease just like you would any other one. And the last leg of your decrease should be in the last actual double crochet of your previous round. So we're going to complete that double crochet, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to place a double crochet in the starting chain of the previous round. So this chain 3 here, we're going to place a double crochet. Okay, now that we have our second row, we are going to go ahead and chain up 3 for row 3. We're going to turn our work. That chain 3 counts as a stitch. So our next double crochet is actually going to go into this chain 1 space. And we're actually just going to be double crocheting across, placing 1 double crochet in the chain spaces and 1 double crochet in the tops of the double crochet decreases from the previous round. So I'm coming to the end of row 3, and those are the 2 alternating row repeats. You're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and work up a swatch, and I will meet back up with you guys to show you what that swatch looks like and give you my thoughts on this particular stitch. Alright guys, so here is my zigzag rows swatch. As you can see, I didn't do too many rows. This is my 3rd row here, and I just did 2 and 3 one more time. I do feel like if you use this pattern, you should always kind of end on the odd row, which in this case, 2, 3, that will be 2, and then 3. That way you've got your double crochets along both edges. So while I was working this up, I was thinking that this, you know, it's really lightweight, but it does have, like, if you're looking for a fabric that's not going to be too solid, but not going to be too, you know, holey either, this would be a good one. I think that you could potentially use this for a crochet dress, maybe. Because like I said, it does have holes in it, but it's still lightweight, and it's not completely solid. It doesn't, you know, a completely solid piece would make it heavier than one with, you know, a few holes here or there. I don't know if I'm making myself very clear. You're gonna have to forgive me. But I like it, and I can also see working it into panels and then turning the panels this way so that the zigzag double crochets are kind of so that they're vertical instead of horizontal. I think this one would be a good one to do in alternating colors, so that the double crochet is maybe, you know, like a dark blue or something, a navy blue, and then you could do like the zigzags in white. I think that would be, it would definitely make the stitch definition stand out a little better than what it is here, just because of the yarn that I'm using. Yeah, I really like this stitch. So yeah, that is this week's Stitch of the Week. It's number 39, the Zigzag Rose. Next week we will be doing number 40, and that one is called the Broad Horizontal Ridges Stitch. So yeah, that means what? I've almost done a full year of stitch tutorials. If next week is going to be 40. Now if I could just get all of those in, you know, consecutive weeks, that would be nice. Anyways, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.